Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the 4K edition of Rob Reiner's classic film, Stand By Me. Channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and put out videos every single day. You can also find me over Twitter and Instagram at MovieGuy365, as well as the Disney Magic Hour podcast. I will go ahead and leave a link for that in the description. All right, Stand By Me is here in the 4K format, just in time for Labor Day weekend. So, as far as movies go, this is one of my classic. If I have a top 100 list, this is surely in that list. I can just go on and on about how much that this film has impacted me, not so much as a person, but also as a moviegoer. And just to see this in the 4K format, also a release by Sony, makes me very excited. I couldn't wait to review it. So before we do anything and talk about the picture quality and the audio, let's jump into a quick unboxing, and then I will be right back to talk about those other two aspects. They really chose a good cover for Stand By Me, the 4K edition. It's just simple, it's beautiful. I believe this is one of the poster designs, theatrical. It's just overall really nice looking. And on the rear, you know, basic information. And of course, interior. No digital copy with this one, which I found very interesting. But yeah, so very, you know, simple there. And the cover art's different, which is, I kind of like that. I like that sometimes they shake it up and they put different artwork versus like what you get on the slip cover. So, and the rear is pretty much the same. So yeah, overall nice packaging. Really kind of dig it. So yeah, all right, let's move on to picture quality and audio. Okay, so let's talk about the picture quality on the audio. We are given a gorgeous looking HDR release by Sony. These people over there at that studio are the kings of 4K in my opinion. They put out some of the best looking format pictures as far as HDR goes, Dolby Vision. I am beyond excited on how well this looks. It has looked better than I've ever seen it. And I just, let me just break it down for you. So, you know, considering that this was of course shot on film and the relative older age of the movie, you know, it's a gorgeous looking picture. There's a lot to see. A lot of this takes place, of course, out in Maine, in the countryside, and it really shows. The HDR black levels are really deep. The detail, the foliage, it really pops on 4K. I honestly, going back to the Blu-ray, it looks dull when I look at it. Appropriate amount of film grain as it should be, and it's just an overall gorgeously nice picture. They really know what they're doing over at Sony. I mean, especially with the older films. The newer stuff looks amazing, of course, but when you go back to movies that, you know, from, you know, I would say the 80s to earlier, that's when you can really see what, you know, HDR can really do for the format and for the movie itself. It's a beautiful looking picture. Skin detail, fine. Clothing looks really good. You get a lot of good detail on that. HDR pop out isn't what you would think. It's not like, you know, a flash of, you know, an explosion or something like that. It's in the little nuances, like, you know, the coloring, the light, you know, blinking on and off on when they're heading back to town near the end of the movie, that kind of thing. And just it's you know, examples like that. It's where you see a richness in the overall scope and picture of the film. It really looks great, everybody. I think it's absolutely worthy an upgrade on the picture quality alone. Now, as far as audio goes, yeah, this is not a explosion kind of movie. It's not an action movie. It is a drama. It's got a little bit of LFE here and there. You can probably guess which scenes, mostly involving a train, but it does kick in. It's a slight rumble when the cars are moving back and forth, that kind of thing. But immersion, it sounds really good. It sounds very nice. There's a lot, you know, nature, you know, little birds chirping in the background, that sort of thing. Dialogue really sounds good up front. It's an overall encompassing, kind of wraps you in like a little warm blanket kind of film. Also for purists out there, there's an original 5.1 as well as a mono track that is included on this disc. That's really nice touches that Sony does that. It's a great overall audio experience. You know, it's, as I said, it's not reference quality, but it's just, for this movie, it's perfect. It really is. It's a perfect sounding track. I enjoyed it. If you have Atmos, you are absolutely going to be just floored by how well it sounds, and it's comforting, you know, when the music kicks in. Also, great examples of how this track just sounds better than it has. Stand By Me is a beautifully filmic look in 4K. Everything about it works. Absolutely classic. It's timeless. If you've never owned a copy of this movie, get it in 4K. I would highly recommend you do. It's just overall a fantastic film. So let me know in the comments below. Did you have a chance to pick up Stand By Me? You definitely should. So go ahead and let me know. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.